There was an error on number 5 that I need you to correct. That middle number should be negative 16 and not negative 18, so make sure you make that correction. Okay, so we've done this factoring. If you'll remember, we're supposed to take these two numbers, so 6 times 8 gives me 48, which is why I have 48 written up top, and then the 16. You're supposed to go to the calculator from here to get your factors that will add up to negative 16. So if you go here, you should have the top number, which is 48, divided by x, and y1, and in y2 you're going to have the same thing, and then you're going to add x to it. So second graph, I go look at I go look for negative 16. Just so happens negative 16, negative 12. I'm sorry, negative 4, negative 12 gives me negative 16. So those are the numbers that I need to use. So negative 4 and negative 12 are the numbers that I'm going to use. So from here, I'd take this first term down and the second term down. And the last term down. And what I'm doing is I'm splitting these two numbers, because remember, if you add these two, they give you a negative 16x. So negative 4x minus 12x, that technically gives you negative 16x. So what we did is we split them apart so that you can see what goes, what can make it add up to that number. So we're splitting it. So what do 2 and 4 have in common? This is something else that y'all are having trouble with doing. So math over 9 gives you the option to type in the two numbers that you're looking at. We're looking at 6 and 4. You can only put positives in here. I get 2. And then the other two would be 12 and 8. So my two factors are 2 and 4. So for this section right here, I can pull out a 2x, and for this section right here, I can pull out a negative 4x, or negative 4. Now let me explain why I can do that. Remember, 2 can go into 6 and 4. That's the highest number that they have in common. Well, 6 divided by 2 is 3. You have an x. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Now, remember, if this first term is negative, you have to pull out a negative. What do 12 and 8 have in common? Calculator told us that the 4 is in common. So I pulled out a negative 4. Negative 12 divided by negative 4 is a positive 3. 8 divided by negative 4 is a negative 2. So now these two are the same. And here's your answer. You pull this together, and then the squiggles come down as 1. And that's your answer. That's how you factor that. Okay, I'm going to go through this one a little bit quicker. Okay, so again, you're going to multiply A times C. So I'm doing 2 times 2, which is 4. I take B, which is 5. Some of y'all can do this in your head. You know what the factors are. For those of you who can't, we go to the calculator. We type in 4 divided by x, 4 divided by x plus x, and I go to second graph. I'm looking for a positive 5. There's a negative 5 right there, but I need it to be a positive. There's positive 5. So my numbers are 1 and 4. So 1 and 4. These are the numbers that I'm going to use. So again, I bring this out here. I have 2x squared plus 1x plus 4x plus 2. And again, what you're going to do is you're going to look at what these two numbers have in common and what these two numbers have in common. Well, if I look at 2 and 1, the only number that they have in common is 1. So I'm going to put a 1 there, and they both have an x. So once I divide 2 divided by 1, that gives me 2. 1 divided by 1 is 1. And that's, oh, I forgot my x right here. So that's what you get on this first part. What 4 and 2 have in common are a positive 2. So here I have 2x because 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is a positive 1. So just like before, we're going to pull these together, and what I squiggled is going to come down as 1. So do I need the 1 in front? No, I don't. And then I'm going to bring down 2x plus 1. And both of these get their own sets of parentheses. And there's your answer.